Welcome back, survivors! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Mandibles, where we're going to go into a new hunt. Now, last week was the incredible and immersive experience of going into the Hive and seeing what that was like, and oh, that was very incredible. But we also have to do some proper hunting on the Hive as a map too, so that's what we're going to change our focus towards today. So we'll probably go for a nice range like that, maybe even go for the double barrel and see. It would have been nice to try going for some of these, but I think point-wise, we'll do this. Explore a little bit more of the Hive, probably do a bit more hunting in the Fallen Jungle as well, get some of those points up so we can eventually get the Amethyst Duskland, and get our way down to a lot of these lower ones. I am hoping to finally show off the proper Seresilopidopitdipteron. I'm getting better at that. The Euparius, and the Gurranura. I think those are the only three that we haven't really been able to show off yet for DLC animals. And then we'll probably switch back over to the regular roster. Everything is looking pretty good though, so let's hop into a new hunt. Okay, we're all loaded in here. We just got a little Diplocaulus walking around beside us. And it looks like the wind actually may be in our favor a little bit, so we can actually go inland without fighting it. But I do really have to admit that, the journey into the Hive, P.Rex or P.Rex, superbly done. Just incredible experience that also seemed to get a lot of good feedback in the comments and views too, so it was really nice to be able to show that off on the channel and get that much interest from you guys. It's really incredible, and it just goes to show how just great of a creation that really is. It's amazing what you can do when you have such ideas behind you and the motivation to go through and do it. But this week, as we said, we'll try to showcase more of the DLC animals. Probably be a little more active hunting than what I usually do. Because most of the times, all I kind of do is roam around and look around to see if there's anything. Maybe this hunt will be a bit more active and try calling in these last ones that we've yet to see. And it looks like it's already working because we got a reply from the Mothra over this way. Now, we had spotted it before, but we just didn't quite get the shots we needed to down one, so I'm hoping once we see it this time, using either the Hole Puncher, which, again, that's one of my favorites of the mod so far, or the Double Barrel. Oh, I think, yeah, that's it down there. You can see its kind of wings folded up right now. So we should be good to get a couple of shots. Ah, shoot, I thought it would go straight from there. There she goes. Managed to just sneak that one shot in under that one mushroom. But yeah, this is one I wanted to show off because it was in the comments of somebody's personal favorites from the DLC, and I can easily see why. I don't know how you came up with the idea of being able to do it just kind of scuttles on the ground, and when it's fleeing, it's actually up in the air for it. Now, it might not be a very fast-moving creature, but I don't think that takes away from the experience at all. I think that just kind of gives you a little bit more time just to appreciate how it's just been implemented. Like, take a look here at the Seresilopidopitdipteron. Now, I probably said that wrong, but the pattern on the wings, the compound eyes, even the antennae with the little branches off of it. Just the detail is incredible. It shows that with the right mindset and the skill and ideas, you can really innovate for some interesting things. But we also have a few other ones to try to find as well. So we'll see about trying to go for the Euparius now, the evil-weevil. I don't think we got a reply back from that one, so we'll have to do a bit more walking around to see. And then we also have to go after the Gurranura, I think it was, the replacement for the Pulmonoscorpius. I may also have to do some checking in my editing. I have the window open just so that way it kind of stays a bit cooler now that it's technically nearing summer, although it's only really spring starting here, but trying to run everything sometimes warms up the room with the computer going, so may have some sounds to do in editing to kind of ease up with. We'll try another one. Yeah, not any replies back from that, so I don't think there's one around us. So maybe we'll try for the Pulmonoscorpius next. Or the Garlanura. Not even a reply from that either. Okay, so we may not have anything too close to us right now, so we'll have to do some walking and see. I think what I'll probably do is keep the double barrel, just in case we have something like the Adalia spring up on us on the other time we've been to the Hive as a map. I think our first outing, we were just chasing that Seresilopidopitdipteron. I still am probably saying that so terribly, and I apologize for anybody who actually knows Latin and knows the exact way to say it. Well, we tried chasing that up the hill, and then the Adalia surprised us, and we basically became a ladybug lunch. We're going to do our best to avoid that this go. It might have just been the ambient. I thought I heard like a footstep almost, but probably mistaken. Biganura, Hylonimus. Yeah, I think we're just hearing the ambience walking around. Oh, yeah, it is just you, the Hylonimus, doing a little step. Okay, we'll try another call for the whole Corobaeus. As I've said before, the DLC animals, they're mostly complete in my opinion. The only thing that's really lacking is menu description, more technical side, menu description, the calls changing, the up here in the top right changing as well. Oh, now, I'm not sure why we're getting so many repeats of the Ferrophasma, but you know what, we'll take them because they're fairly easy to get the points on. It might just be, though, getting ourselves lined up because there is a lot of foliage around it. This is kind of like how we just did with Mothra, where as much as it looks like if we shoot it should straight escape, it might not do that. Yeah, it's already wanting to kind of go through all the thicket of stuff here. So we'll just kind of carefully go along. Also keep an eye out so we don't get surprised by anything. You can tell that playing Jurassic Park Revolution has my mindset a little more on edge. Just because the maps are so small in the game that you really feel almost claustrophobic in a sense because of how close things can be to you. Okay, let's see. There we go. I don't think there's anything else coming around us, so already I'd say this has been a pretty successful hunt. Granted, it is only 2 animals in, but it's still able to show off one of the things we wanted, and getting a lot of points that'll help us further down the line. So I think the only thing we really have left to show off is that railgun, and I've never even gotten to try it yet, so I'm quite excited for that. But we got a Ferrophasma down. And actually for the Ferrophasma, there are 2 variants of them in the database files. There's male and female. They both replace the Arthroplurus. You can only have one active at a time, I believe. Ooh. Okay, I thought I saw something moving around, but I guess it's just how kind of the render is for some of the mushrooms over there. Yeah, we'll get that out and see about calling in that Euparius in case there's one nearby. That'd be a negative, but we still at least can do a little bit of walking around to see. Who knows what we'll get surprised by next. Actually, you know what? Let's try a Pulmonos or the Garlanura. I think that's the pronunciation for it. Again, I'm probably completely off with that, but at least we're trying to showcase them off, eh? I hear footsteps. I'm hoping it's just the Archimelachrus kind of... Okay, I think that's all it was. So I got worried for a minute there that, uh-oh, I don't see where this is coming from. Yes, there's just Hylonimus walking about there. Actually made a lot of progress going through the map, because we started in the southeast, or southwest there. Yeah, it's just the Hylonimus making some noise. So we'll probably work our way up north more. Maybe go northwest, kind of. Almost like a sideways V going through there. A greater than symbol. Just that way we can see a lot of the map and also try to get as much as we can for game-wise. Not game as in literal video game, but game animal hunting-wise. I probably didn't even need to bring that up. I'm just looking for ways to kill the quiet. But I do think that this might be the last episode of the DLC animals, and we'll switch back over to the regular stuff in Mandibles. Just because we're probably getting up there in points that we can start going after things like the Manipulator proper. And, well, maybe just the Manipulator proper, because sometimes the points do take a while to get up there to unlock the animals. That's probably the one thing I've noticed most about Carnivores is... Oh, jeez, the dip... I got that crap scared out of me by an... actually, I guess salamander would be the closest thing that would resemble, eh? Or these days. I got kind of spooked there by him coming over the edge. And I think that's something that Carnivores kind of builds up more of your worries with, where as soon as you get one or two animals, you're more on edge for in case something comes after you, because then all those points are just gone unless you end the hunt proper. You can just run on out of here. And yeah, we're definitely going to have to start working northwest now. We'll try another call and see. Surprisingly nothing. I thought with the distance we covered we might have gotten one of their replies back, but I guess not. And then the Pulmono-Garralinura. It seems like those have always been an elusive one for us. The first one we did get was the submersible Pulmonoscorpius that we kind of got in the river, and you just saw the stinger coming up through the water towards us. But I do have to admit, the Hive is an incredibly well done map. Not just because of the little thing in the corner there, but because of how alive this feels as a map. And it makes me question that the issues that were coming up with the Fluvius Vitarum, because, well, we do see a little bit in, like, the mushrooms sort of popping in and out, but nothing like we had for the Vitarum where stuff was phasing in and out of existence on us. So I don't know if maybe there's just a bug or something, or a little bit of miscoding in that one map. Oh! Well, that's exactly what we were looking for, actually. That is the Euparius, and from behind it does look exactly like a Holcorobius. The difference will be is if we can get close enough for it to turn around. You can almost see that head. I just want to try to get it in a better position so that way we can get both shots. There we go. I also sometimes overestimate how much recoil there is or isn't on the weapons too. But we can go ahead and take a look at the Euparius and show another DLC animal off. That would only leave one more, and now, of course, it's the most dangerous on the roster we have to try going far. Maybe second most dangerous, because the Adalia or the Critoribus are still a pretty dangerous animal anyway. But here is the Euparius. As you can see, the big compound eyes set back from the almost snout or proboscis with a couple antennae in that. Now, pretty easy. Well, I probably shouldn't say easy, but not too big of a difference from the whole Holcorobius, but it still is pretty striking when you actually get up close to notice the differences. Now, with that done, I think we've only got one more to try and find. And not a reply yet, so... I think that was just ambient sound there, so... We have yet to find this last little DLC animal to show off before we'll go back to the main roster. But I'm really enjoying my time with Mandibles. As much as I wasn't sure if I would come to it because it wasn't really like a dinosaur hunter, everything just feels and fits so nicely in it. Like, you can really tell that P.Rex or P.Rex took a lot of lessons from Triassic and just grew with them. And it's really become quite an amazing showcase of talent and just ingenuity with it. I do have to see what your guys' feedback has been on Jurassic Park Revolution. It's actually only going to go up tomorrow as the time recording this to see what you guys think of whether I should keep going with the series or do some adjustments. I just feel like now that I'm playing more like Far North a bit and Mandibles, I think the maps are too small for the full experience that you normally enjoy, or that I'm looking for in what the Carnivores have been. Okay, I don't really see anything around us. Maybe we'll try a call and see. This is more marshland, where I almost feel... I know it's just randomly spread out through the map, or I'm pretty sure it is, but sometimes it feels like they only will appear in certain areas on the maps. No reply, but I'll still kind of hike through here and see what's lurking in wait. Yeah, nothing down there. Yes, once we get into the marshy areas with all the bumps and ridges, that your hunting really gets put to the test. But for Jurassic Park Revolution, the maps feel so much smaller and compact that it turns more into a shooter than, I think, more of a hunting experience that you're used to. Because, like, well, you've probably seen that episode where I literally got tag-teamed by a Kentrosaur and an Albertosaurus side by side. I don't think I've actually had a Carnivores game where multiple animals have come after me like that. The only reason I think it happened in that game was because, or that mod, is because the maps are too small. Okay, so we may be able to get another Euparius, and if that's the case, we might end things off there. Oh, but he is kind of running, so we've got some room to work. We'll probably try cutting south with the wind, and that way we can maybe sneak up and around for a little bit of a better angle with the hole puncher. Oh yeah, he's just it's just over there, so this will probably be our best route to get to it. I think we should be fine for a little just dip across the water here. Oh, it's not even deep enough for us to need to hold our breath or swim at the top, so that's nice. Okay. Hole puncher's ready. 2 shots, so I better make them count. Okay, so it was just up around here, the last we saw. Oh, there's that blue shell. Pretty striking and easy to see. I think I actually wouldn't mind a little bit of distance from us to it. Just so that way it's more likely to scamper off than it is come at us. Oh, but it seems to know how to use it. You're pretty clever going back into the foliage, but you still couldn't quite get there fast enough. Okay. Yeah, looks like the sound's just coming from him, so... Another good look at the Euparius, the evil-weevil. And I wish I could have showed off the Pulmonoscorpius, but I think right now it might be good to kind of take the little break that we can get and go back to the main roster, because now I think we'll be able to go after, like, the Manipulator and the... I can't even remember what the giant termite is, and then maybe eventually even the Echolopterus, because that one looks like it'll be a really interesting animal to go after. All in all, though, a great series of hunts for the DLC, and we'll probably do another switchback once we've hunted all those just to show off everything on the roster. But for now, thank you guys very much for joining me on another episode of Mandibles. If you do like the series, be sure to leave a like or comment down below. And if you want to help support the channel and see it grow further, maybe think about subscribing. We're always welcoming new people onto the channel and trying to build out the SurvivalVis community. Or, well, I suppose the Survivor community. I'm not that much of a narcissist to name it after myself. We're all surviving through this, so let's keep on and recognize that as a feat in itself. Until I see you all in the next video, please remember to take care and stay alive.